sets the afternoon on fire. There's a tractor turning down at the bottom of James Howard Hill, and the kids out swinging on a rope and a tire, singing Kentucky. Mama said she never see, don't ever wanna see me cry. Cornbread, sweet tea, barbecue, and derby pie. Kentucky. Oh, I think I hear Miss Gwen outside. Jake is ringing that old black bell, and the country boys ain't never late for dinner. And after that, you know.
Hello, brothers and sisters.
How are you?
We're here to talk about our latest album, which we're very, very proud of. Unfortunately, our father had taken very sick. He was 93 years old, and we had a week set aside to rehearse and learn the songs and all that sort of thing. And, you know, he got very, very sick, and we lost him.
It's an emotional thing. Mine, Richard's father had passed, and we went straight into the studio, and you know, like if you got a little bit of strength left in you, and you reach and grab it and give it everything you got. Well, that's what we were kind of going on. I was, but I think it's some kind of higher power come in and give me the feeling or something to play. Because man, everything just kind of fell in place, and we just started recording this stuff.
We actually recorded the whole album in 3 days, which was quite a feat. And I guess the first song on the album we should talk about is a song called Beaver Creek Mansion.
The song Beaver Creek Mansion, that was a song that was written about my parents' place down there on the farm.
It was written by a very dear friend and old bandmate of ours, Mr. Mark Orr, who had a great observation of being down on the farm and hanging out with all of us back in the day. If you listen to the song, it actually talks about the old home place.
Being there on the farm and the goings-ons that happens, you know, the music and the eating food and what it's like.
Mama Gwen's cooking.
James Howard Young, Gwen Young, who were a big catalyst for a place where we all needed to run to when we were rehearsing in the old practice house to eat Mexican hamburgers. What else we eat, Greg?
Well, we came in many late nights, chocolate chip cookies, Mexican hamburgers, fried potatoes. But
God, was that good?
It was great. It was wonderful.
Oh my God,
wonderful.
Deep South Blues Again. It was, you know, it's just one of those rock and roll, throw it to the wind type songs.
Kind of an AC/DC feel initially, but it kind of turned into a Creedence type song as well.
I had played the idea for Blackstone Cherry, and I was in hopes that they would cut the song, and we wound up taking words out of that song and making Bad Luck and Hard Love.
Yeah, we were brought up by the Headhunters musically. As music goes, they're all of our dads. You know, because they really showed us the ropes and taught us what we should and shouldn't do.
It was amazing going on the road with them as a kid because we got to do they got to play shows like Blues Aid, and like as a young kid who was 14 years old, 13, watching, you know, Pine Top Perkins or Buddy Miles, you know, cats like Otis Rush, like you can't pay to do that, you know, as a young kid who wants to play drums in a rock band. So I personally owe everything to the Headhunters, my dad and my uncle Greg and Doug.
tune that started back when my
Back
brother
early.
Ricky,
Yeah.
when my brother Ricky was still in the band with us. We had started writing it and never finished it.
Jammed on it a little bit, but not much.
We dusted it off, and what we basically had was a chorus and a verse, but we ended up changing up the chorus a little bit and using most of the first verse, and then we finished it out from there.
Here we are, 26 years later, 27 years later.
Well, it's the song we had to dig way down in our past to pull out of that old rock and roll background that we've known for.
Two-timing women and double-crossing men. That's all I've known since I don't know when. Every time I look around, the devil's after me, running from his hellhounds and band of misery. I am the hunter, looking for the right road to ride. I am the hunter. You know I'm searching for the higher life.
Tell the story about what it's like being the hunter, the headhunter thing, you know.
It's kind of a self-story, I guess, a little bit. You know, all our influences, we wear them on our sleeve. They definitely come out in pretty much anything that we do. And a lot of times it's a combination of different influences that's all meshed into one song.
It's coming from the free, Bad Company,
Absolutely.
English thing.
Kind
That
of
has a-
English
Yeah,
rock, free.
there's a
type
free type sound to it, a little Paul Rogers-esque kind of thing. Really cool. It really turned out. It just surprised us.
It's a good rock.
It's a good rock song.
I'm leaving all my troubles behind. These ways are rolling, changing my life. I am the hunter, looking for the right road to ride. I am the hunter. You know I'm searching for the higher life. I am the hunter, looking for the right road to ride. I am the hunter. You know I'm searching for the higher life. I've been searching for the higher life. Yeah, I've been searching. Everybody ready? All right. Roll. There was an old man that lived in our town. He never had money, y'all, but he somehow got around. He used to pick up rocks and he gave them away as gifts. He said they were special and they would teach us how to live. Yeah, crazy Jim, that's what they used to say. Them rock ain't worth the nickel, and that old man's insane. He would turn the other cheek to those who speculated. Cause he was from a land where they never learned to hate.
Crazy Jim is it's about a guy. It's a real person. A guy that they call a rock man. He used to go around picking up rocks and giving them away as gifts.
When we were kids, and when I worked at a music store, it was my only public job for Bills's Music, which is wound up being this place here. and a guy called the Rock Man.
He used to come in this room here, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember him coming here visiting.
Oh yeah. I have no idea. Nobody really knows why or how or when or anything. The reason he did it. I heard that he was in World War II and got shot at and got behind a rock. Whatever it was, it doesn't make any difference. He would go around and he would carry rocks in his truck or car, and he would give them to people, say, these will make you rich.
Everybody thought he was crazy for doing that. Probably no more crazy than the rest of us.
He wasn't really crazy. He was a very smart man. Actually, when he passed away, they found out he was quite wealthy.
He's got a lot of heartfelt feeling what it's like to hey, how about just love each other in this world, you know, and not be spitting on each other, or throwing rocks at each other.
He ends up being a really special person in the song. And
good song.
In life, anyway.
Good song. You could use like in like strip clubs.
Well, they may, you know.
Hey y'all, the next time you walk down the street, see someone less fortunate than you, like he's got less sense in his pocket, even less sense in his head. Before you speculate, please think what you're gonna say, 'cause he might be an angel like Jim from a land far away. You're crazy, Jim, that's what they say. Their rocks ain't worth a nickel, and that old man's insane. He would turn the other cheek to those who speculated. Cause he was from a land where they never learned to hate. Hey y'all, let's get together sometime and learn not to hate. Heaven turned out to be hell.
Caught in a Dream and Alice Cooper, one of our favorite groups.
For somehow or another, it's just this. Fred had this thing about this song.
Sitting around upstairs, and I told Doug, I said, Doug, man, I know a song I'd like to hear you sing, man. If you want, we could play it and tear it up.
A great memory of when we were in high school, that you guys had the Love It to Death album with the original cover. I'm talking about the cover with the thumb. Remember?
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
and
I remember, because see, back then we'd borrow each other's albums. You know, they had Humble Pie, the Fillmore, and I remember taking that album to the house, and that song besides 18 and the Ballad of Dwight Fry.
Right, those three songs.
Caught in a Dream is just a well-written, great song.
Get that melody, it's wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful song, and I'm so glad we finally got around to cutting that.
There again, great song. Alice Cooper, thank you. Oh no, Michael Bruce.
Michael Bruce wrote that,
yeah.
And it's, I was very kind of stunned when we started doing the publishing stuff. I looked, and it said Michael Bruce, but he was a great songwriter and guitar player. I'm sure he had very much to do with all those great guitar hooks. If you listen to those hooks that he did,
yes,
you'll hear him on some Southern rock albums.
Absolutely, man. He influenced a lot of the Skinner guys, and there was something else that hit me the other night on the bus. That little part that goes, you know, it's part of Ain't Nothing But a Good Time.
Worked it up on the spot.
Yeah.
And kind of put our own little thing to it. But so it sounds like the Headhunters doing an Alice Cooper song.
Yeah.
I'm caught in a dream, so what? I don't know what I'm going through. I'm right in between, so I just play along with you. I'm caught in a dream, so what? I don't know what I'm going through. I'm right in between, so I'll just play along with you.
Greg's a big finger picker.
Greg is a very astute student of Merle Travis, Mose Rager, and Chet Atkins. Can't bend my thumb, so I never could try to do that stuff.
And I could just see at these horse shows when these guys are cantering around with their horses.
Well, Greg had always wanted to do an instrumental thing. He actually wrote this for our dad. And
Yeah, and we've been kind of toying with an idea for a long time, and there again, it wasn't time.
everything about this album one time.
The deal is that it had been something this little melody for a long time.
And it's like that kind of music they play at these horse shows. It's called this one the Government Cup.
Yeah.
That's your Kentucky State Fair horse show. That's the trophy they win.
God bless.
Peace.
We'll see you on Safari.